In this question for f dot dot, the interval -1 inclusive to 3 is mapped onto R, where f of x is equal to minus x squared. The range is. So, a couple of things. This is a restricted domain, so the best thing to do with this, because it is a parabola, and really it doesn't matter what the function is, when you get a restricted domain question and they're asking for the range, you really need to have a look at the graph so you can see what's actually happening, because having a restricted domain, there will be endpoints on the graph, and particularly with a curve, you don't know where those endpoints are in relation to any maximum or minimum values on the graph, particularly with a parabola or a cubic or whatever the graph happens to be. So first thing really to do is to work out these x and y values, or the endpoints. So if x equals -1, subbing that into y equals minus x squared, you're going to get, so that's equal to minus and then -1 squared, and that's equal to minus +1, which equals -1. So therefore that endpoint is -1, -1, and the other one, x equals 3, y is going to equal minus and then just 3 squared, which is equal to -9. So that endpoint is 3, that's a 3, and then -9. So drawing the graph, that's a very faint y-axis there, and -1, -1. Well, the way I like to draw the graph is, well, here's minus x squared, so it's an upside down parabola, and it's going to be doing something like that. And -1, -1, let's say that's this point here, and then 3 minus 9 is here, and then you can see from that that the maximum value, the maximum y value, is going to be this point here, which is the turning point. So it's changing color too. So the range, the highest value, is going to be y equals 0, and the lowest value is going to be this value down here, which is this set of coordinates. So the y value there is -9, so that's the lowest value on the graph, and then the highest value on the graph is here at the 0, 0 point, so where y equals 0, that point is included. And because this has a round bracket on it here for that x value, that means that this whole point is not included, and that here really should be an open circle. So that means that that's going to be a round bracket here for this y value. So the lowest y value is at -9 non-inclusive, and then the highest value is the turning point up here where y is equal to 0. So that's the range in this question, and I believe it's answer B. So again, with this kind of question, anytime there's a restriction on the domain, it's going to you're going to have to look carefully at usually the graph of the function to see what's going on, especially in this kind of question when you're trying to find the range. A lot of students just automatically sub these values in and then look at this and go, well, -1 is the biggest y value here, without actually seeing the graph and realizing that the turning point is in fact the highest point and not one of the endpoints being the highest point on the graph. So that's how you do this kind of question.